I'm Ian Simpkins. I'm Director of Horticulture at Vizcaya Museum of Gardens. Vizcaya's Horticulture Division takes its hurricane preparation responsibilities very seriously. We have a lot of responsibility, and our gardens are at the forefront of hurricane force winds and storm surge. Because we are a small team of 9, including myself, we generally start our preparations about 5 days in advance. So our procedures involve everything from strapping down potted plants to moving potted plants, locking down our greenhouses, pulling orchids out of trees, and so on. It also involves preparing our plant nurseries so that our living collections are not affected by the storm. We put all of our trees in the main gardens on a tree maintenance program. So we have arborists come in every 2 to 3 years and prune them. And that pruning includes a canopy reduction to keep the branches from swinging around in a storm, which causes them to break. So when I came in a couple days after the hurricane, I noticed that we didn't lose a single tree in the main gardens. Well, hurricanes are certainly nothing new at Vizcaya. We've weathered almost 30 of them since Vizcaya's first in 1926. Every storm is different. Conditions change all the time, and Irma was no exception. We built this seawall to weather storm surge. We did our research before we determined how high this wall was going to be built, and we found that we only had a storm surge equal to this wall 3 times in Vizcaya's history, which equals about 100 years. This seawall is 7 feet above mean sea level, and Irma's storm surge, we found out later, was at least 9 feet. As a result, we had 4 to 5 feet of water covering the entire garden. It was enough to cover the pools in the center island and completely inundate them with salt water. So when we got back, this entire garden was covered in muck, seaweed, dead fish, and interestingly, we found a lot of flip-flops throughout the entire garden, and not one matched. We have a pretty small staff. We're only 9 people, and we would not be as recovered as we are now if it were not for the help of volunteers and other public gardens that came to our rescue. We were able to actually redesign some of the main gardens and get them back to their original configuration that they were in 1926. And the parterres that you see are part of that effort. And one of the things that we've tried to do is use Irma as a learning experience. We've taken that knowledge, and now we better understand where the seawater comes into the main gardens. We understand how it behaves. And so we have taken steps to ensure that that doesn't happen again. And if it does, we can greatly mitigate the effects of the surge. Our security division took photographs and videos of the gardens during the storm, and we found that incredibly useful for us. So we are working on purchasing several GoPro cameras that we will use not only to record our hurricane preparation for insurance and FEMA purposes, but also to attach to structures and trees in various parts of the gardens that are particularly vulnerable, so we can see how the gardens fared after the storm, and we're better able to target our preparation efforts so we can weather the storm better.